Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today's review is this Tuesday in Texas, and this pay-per-view starts with The Undertaker doing a promo with Paul Bearer on Hulk Hogan in the main event for the WWE title. Then we go to the Intercontinental title match between Bret the Hitman Hart and Skinner to open things up. Bret Hart takes control early with a couple of arm drags, and he really goes to town on Skinner as they do the up and over spot where Skinner lands on his feet. Then the Hitman does the atomic drop, and then the inverted atomic drop with a clothesline. Out goes Skinner. He takes his time coming back in. Hitman does an arm wringer, keeps working over the arm and shoulder, and then is in complete control until Skinner gets a boot and then a thumb to the eye. Throws Hitman into the ring steps, works over the shoulder, chokes him out a little bit, goes and does a shoulder breaker, gets a 2 count. Hitman is in trouble. He gets put in the abdominal stretch a couple times. Skinner holds on to the rope, moves in double axe handle. Skinner throws Hitman into the ring post turnbuckle, and Hitman gets his feet up, knocks Skinner loopy, goes up for the elbow drop, he misses. Skinner again takes over with kicks and punches, and basically chokes him out, and is working over every body part except for the shoulder. Skinner also had a moment in the match where he used his claw that he takes to the ring with him, which I don't understand how that didn't take out the Hitman, but he kicked out at 2. Skinner then sets him up for the basically inverted DDT, the Scorpion Death Drop, if you're a Stinger fan. Nonchalant cover. 1, 2, no good. And then the Hitman gets his boot up. Skinner does a great oversell job. The Hitman does his Excellence of Execution routine with the backbreaker and the second elbow drop off the top rope. He gets a 2 count. Skinner again takes control, gets the Hitman down on the mat, goes up to the top rope, gets slammed, gets put into the Sharpshooter. Skinner submits. The winner of the match and still Intercontinental Champion, Bret the Hitman Hart. The next segment of the event is the Jake the Snake Roberts and Macho Man Randy Savage interviews backstage. And this is important because as soon as Jake the Snake started walking out to the arena, Macho Man started running out there and attacked the Snake from behind. As you can imagine, he gave him a good beat down with his jacket and his hat still on. Macho Man loved the jacket with the big hat. And he eventually knocked him outside the ring. Jake the Snake was gonna walk out of the match before he even got one offensive move in. Randy followed him out there. He was gonna bring him back in the ring. He tried to get Jake the Snake's head against the ring post. He failed, and Jake the Snake pushed him into it. Then he took the arm and used the ring post to damage it even more. And then Jake the Snake was in control for a little while with an atomic drop, which was pretty big because he carried him around the ring. Jake the Snake then gets pushed back into the corner. Actually, no, then he starts ripping at the bandage of Macho Man, who was bit by a snake earlier, and Jack Tunney ruled that there would be no snakes at ringside this time. So he's ripping away at the bandage. And him and Macho are swinging each other back and forth. And believe it or not, I thought there was a ref bump coming because the ref was in the corner when they were doing the Irish whip. But the ref get out of the way, and then Jake the Snake Roberts puts the boot up, hits Macho Man with the short arm clothesline, gets up on the middle turnbuckle, gives the sign for the DDT, hooks Macho Man up. Macho Man drives him back into the corner. Somehow this hurts Jake the Snake Roberts. He's laying down, writhing in pain on the mat. The entire time the Macho Man is getting up to the top rope, hits him with the signature elbow. 1, 2, 3. Your winner of the grudge match, Macho Man Randy Savage. Our next contest is the British Bulldog David Boy Smith versus the Warlord with Harvey Whippleman in his corner. Warlord displays his power quick after 2 tie-ups, pushes Davey Boy back, and then Davey Boy gets him a bit on the third one. Warlord tricks him with a test of strength, kicks him in the gut, takes control, and then Davey Boy knocked out of the ring. Warlord tries to do the turnbuckle bit with a 10 buckle by the crowd. Davey Boy blocks it, does it himself. He gets the Warlord all tied up in the ropes, does the 10 punches. He runs and tries to nail the Warlord, but Harvey Whippleman releases him from the rope so he can get out of the way. He continues to work over the back. Davey Boy's face down. He gets a running fist drop to the back. Warlord then eventually gets Davey Boy in a bear hug, where Davey Boy's trying to punch his way out of it, and then gets a headbutt, and then Warlord does the power slam. It's a 2 count. Again, pushes Davey Boy back into the corner. Davey Boy looks like he's in serious trouble. Warlord, after Davey Boy mounts a bit of a comeback, hits him with a clothesline, puts him into the full Nelson, but he doesn't have it locked in very good, as he's got his fingers can't clasp because of Davey Boy's hair. But the ref does the arm check for the 3, but only gets 2. He says no. Davey Boy spends some time fighting out of it. Davey Boy gets free. Eventually hits the Warlord, gets him up for the suplex, the standing vertical suplex that Davey Boy Smith is famous for. Gets a 2 count. He goes into the corner. He tries to pick him up for the power slam, the running power slam. Warlord hangs onto the ropes. Davey Boy falls over. Gets a 2 count. Does the Warlord. Davey Boy looks like he's in rough shape. Warlord picks him up, throws him across, tries the clothesline. Davey Boy does the crucifix pin. 1, 2, 3. Your winner of the match, the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith. Our next contest is between 2 of the weirdest tag team combinations I've ever seen. It's the $1 Million Man versus, $1 Million Man with the Repo Man versus Virgil and Tito Santana. And Virgil and Tito storm the ring, chase the villains out, and they're with Sherry Martel. Sensational Sherry, if you will. And this match gets started. And it's Tito Santana versus Repo Man at the beginning. He gets the upper hand. Repo Man then takes over, or gets in trouble and scurries to the corner, tags in the $1 Million Man. Then Virgil pleads with Tito to get tagged in, which he does. Then DiBiase takes over with punches and kicks in the corner. tags in the Repo Man, and they basically work over Virgil with quick tags in and out. And then Virgil gets a hope spot where he hits the swinging neck breaker. Out of desperation, DiBiase stays down, tags the Repo Man. Virgil gets the hot tags Tito. Tito comes in, cleans house, but eventually gets stopped by DiBiase, who then tags in the Repo Man, who then they do the quick tags in and out, and DiBiase hits a double axe handle off the second rope. Then they do the double team suplex onto Santana, who then again tags in Virgil, who he gets punches and clotheslines on Repo Man and DiBiase. DiBiase then goes up and over the top rope. And then they get the upper hand on Virgil again. He tags in the Repo Man, and then all four men somehow wind up in the ring after a lot of confusion. Ted DiBiase's holding Virgil there. Sensational Sherry gets up on the ring apron, hits DiBiase with her heel, which should have knocked him out. Let's be honest, it should have knocked him out. But then the Repo Man comes and gives a knee to Virgil, which puts him on the mat, and all DiBiase does is you roll on top of him. 1, 2, 3. Your winners of the match are Ted DiBiase and the Repo Man, which was a weird finish to a weird match, and I believe it's main event time coming up, so it's Tuesday in Texas. In the main event for the WWE title, it's The Undertaker in a rematch for Survivor Series against the challenger Hulk Hogan. Undertaker and Paul Bearer come out first, so Hogan storms the ring. They both cut the boots to him. The bell's gone. And then Hogan pulls off the double noggin nugget to Undertaker and Paul Bearer. Starts out like a house of fire. Really takes it to the Undertaker to a point where he clotheslines him over the top rope, and Paul Bearer goes and brings him to the earth. All boost of energy. And Jack Tunney comes down to the ring. Undertaker, every time Undertaker takes control, his favorite moves he will be to choke Hogan. This happened both inside and outside the ring. And Hogan, I gotta tell you, does a good job of selling this at the time. And Hogan gets Undertaker in the corner. He does the 10 punches. And then when the Undertaker has Hogan in the corner, he brings him across the ring. We get what would eventually become old school from the Undertaker. He connects on the first one. And then we get Hogan's comeback as well. And he's going to slam the Undertaker. And Undertaker clubs him. So then we get the flying clothesline as well from the Undertaker. The second attempt at old school. This one fails as Hogan arm drags him off the top rope. Eventually, when Hogan has the advantage, down comes Ric Flair, but he's cut off by Jack Tunney. Him and Tunney are arguing, so Hogan grabs a chair, docks, hits Ric Flair in the back, knocks down Tunney, who's out for a long time. And somehow Flair would get that pretty easily. And Undertaker now has the advantage. Flair's got the steel chair that Hogan used. And Hogan goes ahead and rams the Undertaker into it. Undertaker staggers around. So Hogan then gets the upper hand, but Flair's not done as he's still trying to get involved in the match. Then the Undertaker Eventually, Hogan just rolls him up. 1, 2, 3. Your new WWF champion is Hulk Hogan. He leaves the ring. Undertaker's trying to get back in. All Hogan's doing is pulls down. And that's how we go off the air for this Tuesday in Texas. If you enjoyed this review, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And we'll see you soon. The next one, until next time, may your ego come from a place that keeps you humble. I'm Mo Money Mamba out.